right, everyone, we're going to start. So grab your roll, and all we're going to do is we're going to stand, or we're going to start standing, and we're going to put the roll in front to begin with. And standing on my mat, I like the mat. It challenges me a little bit more, but if you have major issues with balance, you can always stand on the floor. It gives you a little bit more. And so from here, I'm in my little, so I'm going to show you my feet. I'm in my little baby V. My legs are drawing together with my inner legs. I'm zipped up through my belly, and my hands are just lightly on the roll in front of me, nothing big. And we're just going to roll up to our toes. We're going to exhale as we roll up. We do not have to keep the heels together as we roll up. Inhale as you come back down, nice and slow. And as you roll up, you want to try to keep those hands as light as possible, right? So we're not really pushing in to the roll itself. And rolling up. So we're going on the theme of balance this week, since Patty has kind of been on a roll. Patty's been on a balance thing, but I like balance, so you know, it's good. All right, let's do 4. So you should start to feel your glutes connecting, kind of sit bone area as we continue with this work. And we're gonna hold this last one. So come up, hold, and just slowly bend those knees. And then slowly stand up and just trying, and then lower back down. So we're only going to do one of those at a time. Just as if we were laying on the reformer, right? Up. And we're just trying to keep our hands as light as possible. And let's do 3. Up, bend, up, and down. Try to stay as tall as you can. And last one. Down. I missed that cue. We're going to come back up. We're going to bend it down about halfway. We're just going to hold here again, keep your hands light, and we're just going to do little pulses. So if you happen to feel any twinges or pain in your knee, usually that means your knee is not lined up correctly with your toes. So kind of pull them in or extend them out a little bit. 3, 2, hold down and press those thighs open and in and open. And in. So we're just kind of using our side of our glute to press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand tall and lower it. We're going to put that away. However, if you need it, it's here, right? But you don't have to use it. So going into our balance work, we're kind of now still in our baby V, but we're going to take that right leg and we're going to bring it right up into the ankle. And you can keep your hand on that roll if you want, or you can go to a nice circle. And we're just going to extend and bend. Oops. I don't think so. 3, 2, 1. Hold it out there. Hold and lift it up. Keep that belly tight. 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. I'm just going to switch legs. Nice and easy, nothing too much, but we kind of warmed up that balance. So again, I like to use the roll when I first start, just so that I make sure I have my balance. Then I come in, extending, pulling it back into that ankle. And again, the mat, softer floors, always make this a little bit more challenging. 2, 1, hold, little lifts. Keep that belly pulling in. 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. Almost lost it at the end. All right. We're going to bring it down. We're going to go to a long position with the roll. We're just going to kind of warm up the spine a little bit. So when we bring it onto the mat, sit on one end and roll yourself down. All the way. Good. All right. So just let your spine kind of feel itself around on that roll. Make sure that you feel nice impression of the roll at the base of your spine and at the top. Your head, arms are relaxed down by your side. So from here, we're going to start with just this little shift. So we're going to shift our spine off the roll in one direction, coming to kind of the side of the spine where the muscles are alongside the spine. And then we're going to shift it right back on top And we're going to shift it to the other side. And then shift it again, right back on top. So we're just going to do this a couple of times, just shifting our spine from side to side. And just kind of rolling out those muscles, kind of like a little massage. And other side. All right, we're going to come back on top of the spine. We're going to pause here. Bring your feet back just a little bit more. We're hip width apart. And we're just going to roll up to our bridge. You're going to feel like you don't roll up very high. We're going to pull the belly in, imprint that low back, curl up, reach through those knees as we come into our bridge. And now try to articulate the spine from the shoulders all the way back down along that roll. Rolling the pelvis back to its neutral position. Let's do that again. And scoop that belly, curl up, reach with those knees out over those toes, and slowly release that spine back down. So we're just getting movement. Pull it in and lift it up. When you're in this up position, make sure those knees are straight out over those toes. That's where your energy is going. Let's do 3. And up. Just really trying to get some movement through the spine as you roll it up and roll it down. Let's do one more time and scoop it out, curl it up, and roll it down and pause. So keeping those feet flat, make sure they're apart, having some stability. We're going to take those hands, we're going to reach them up to the ceiling. And we're going to start palms facing each other. We're just going to start with a nice little open. You're going to feel those shoulder blades want to kind of wrap around that roll. And then we're going to close. And open. And close. And allow yourself to kind of feel that roll. Dig in between those shoulder blades. Right here as my arms are open wide. I can feel that. And my caution to you would be don't open the arms and then press the chest and the belly to the ceiling, right? We're still trying to keep that spine lengthened and long on that roll. Let's do one more. We're going to bring those arms up to the ceiling. And then from here, we're going to take both those hands and we're going to think of rounding up through the shoulders as we try to reach for the ceiling with those fingertips. And then use the shoulders to pull those shoulders back towards the floor. Again, wrapping those shoulder blades around that roll. And up and down. And up and down. Just, this should feel good. There shouldn't be any major pain or anything like that. Shouldn't be difficult, just nice and movement to those shoulders. And we're going to take those shoulders down just to this nice little kind of neutral position. And now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to kind of do it one at a time. So we're going to reach one hand up. And then as this shoulder, my right shoulder pulls back down to the floor, I'm reaching the other one up. And I'm just switching. You're going to feel a lot more instability on the roll here. It's going to feel a little bit more challenging, staying straight on your spine. So use your abdominals, pull them in and up. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down. Let those hands come all the way back down. And then we're just going to slowly roll off of that roll. We're going to land on the floor. So kind of push that roll off to the side, because we're not going to use that again until the end of class. So just let it go away. Push it away. All right, so from here, we're just going to, again, warm up those abdominals a little bit. So we're going to pull that belly in. We're going to imprint that spine, and then we're just going to release it. And scoop it in. And release. Arms come up to the ceiling. So from here, we're going to scoop that belly. So this is going to be a little different than what we do normally, because we're not going to keep our neutral pelvis. We're going to scoop that belly just as we did, but at the same time, we're going to curl up. So you're going to pelvic bone, which is kind of drawing towards your chest as the chest curls up towards your thighs. Inhale, come back to your neutral as you curl down. Exhale, scoop, curl up, pull that belly in, feel that pelvis tip, and lower down. So you're going into that imprint. You're lifting with that chest. Think of lifting with that heart. And up. And up. And last one. Come down, bring those legs up into tabletop. So let's do the same thing, but we're gonna roll up like a ball this time, kind of scooping in. We're gonna start with our legs slightly extended out. They don't have to be fully straight. And as you exhale and curl up, we pull those legs in, we scoop that belly, we round like we're lifting our chest towards our knees, and then we shoot those legs back out as we curl down. Exhale, inhale, and up. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll lower down. And we'll just take a nice deep breath in and out. Kind of relax that belly a little bit. We're going to go ahead and straighten those legs out. Bring those hands back up to the ceiling. And from here, we're going to do a curl up. So we're going to reach those arms down by our sides. And as we do, we're going to lift the chest. We're going to curl up all the way towards those feet. Give yourself a little stretch. Come back to seated, and let's curl it back down. So we're going to pull that belly in, reach that low back behind. We're coming to the back of the sit bones, curling all the way back down, nice and slow. Arms up, and again, exhale. Reach forward to that stretch. Come back to seated, and scoop it out. We just have one more. And up. Stretch it forward. Come back to seated. And we're going to bend those knees. And we're going to come into this nice bent knee seated position. So from here, can you guys see me when I'm facing the other direction? Okay. I figured I'd face my audience that's here too. Like you guys are behind. Okay. So let's go. Again, I don't hang on to the legs too tightly. You know, I don't want to see this grip. So just start with that scooping again, same thing we just did. So we're going to pull that belly back, roll onto the back of the sit bones as the arms slightly extend, but the hands stay behind the legs. We're going to exhale, curl up, keeping the curl until we find those sit bones. Sit up tall. And again, scoop. And exhale. Sit up nice and tall. And scoop. And exhale. And tall. So we are going to take the right hand, or I'm going to take my right hand. I'm going to place it behind my head. And from here, I'm just going to curl back a little bit. And I'm going to take my other hand and just reach it out in front. As I come into a twist, I'm going to lift my left leg. And I'm going to twist towards it with my body, sending my left leg out to straight. I'm going to go again. And reach. And reach. Let's do 3. 2. 1. Hold. Grab a hold of the back of that leg. And we are right into our climb a tree. Oh. So from this position, we're in a scoop. We're just going to let this leg extend. And then we're going to lower it. And extend. And lower. And up. And up. And now we're going to up, hold. We're going to climb that leg just till about the ankle, right? And then we're going to lower back down. And bend the knee. 2 more. up, climb the leg, nice little stretch. Down and bend and up and down and bend, hold. We're going to curl all the way down. Bringing that leg with us. So from here, I'm going to straighten out my other side. And from here, letting go, I'm going to curl up. So I'm going to open my arms. I'm going to curl up, straighten that leg, and reach for those toes. Then I'm going to curl right back down. Arms up, open, curl up, reach for those toes. And curl down. And again. And curl down one more time. Grab a hold of the back of that leg. Climb it up, stretch one more time, and just really allow yourself to stretch here. And come back down. And we're coming right back into our bent knee position. I should have stayed looking the other direction, so I'm turning around again because I want you guys to be able to see this. So we're just going to finish this off before going to the other side with our arm sweeps. So we are still on left hand is going to be out in front. I've got a hold of my right leg, and I'm just going to take it. I'm going to scoop my belly as I open that palm and look behind. And then I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to sit tall. And open and back. And open and back. And really think, sit tall as you come up. Find those sit bones, lift, curl back, look at your hand. Do you have a death grip on your other leg? Try to relax that death grip on the other leg. Two more. And last one. Sit nice and tall and relax. And I'm turning back around. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so from here. What are we doing? This one. No, we're not doing that one yet. We're gonna take the arm. You forgot to. Okay, I'm gonna take the arm behind your head. So I have now my left arm behind my head. I'm gonna lift up on that leg as I twist towards that direction. And then I'm gonna send that leg out as I come back to straight. And twist. And out. And scoop out that belly as you twist towards that knee. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now we grab onto the back of that leg. We are set up right now for that kind of climb a tree. So we're just going to let that leg extend and bend. We're still in that scooped position. So my shoulders are down. My elbows are slightly open. And I'm scooped to the back of my sit bones. 3, 2, hold on the last one, and let's climb it up to that stretch. Just find that little stretch, climb it back down, bend the knee. And again, climb, down, bend, and up. And climb, down, and up, climb, down, and from here, we're going to curl all the way down. So we're going to, as we curl down, you're going to bring that leg with you, straighten out that other leg, let go. We're going to wrap those arms open and around, and as we curl up, we're going to extend that leg, reach for those toes, curl back down. And exhale. And up. 3 more. 2. Remember on this last one, we're holding we're grabbing the back of that leg and we're going right back into that stretch. And just kind of allow that stretch to happen. And we're going to come back down, coming right back into that bent knee position. We're going to go into that scoop. My right arm comes in front. Okay? So we're going into those sweeps. So we're going to open, sweep it back, and sweep it up, grow tall, and sweep, and lift, and lift. And let's do 3, 2, 1. Straighten those legs out, and if you can, we're just going to fold forward, grab those toes, and just stretch. So let that back stretch a little bit here. And then curl all the way back up. All right, we are going to turn onto our side. We're going to do a little side planking, all right? So my hand that's on the floor is going to be pretty much out in front of me quite a bit. So it's not underneath, pretty far out there. And you may have to adjust the first time that we do this, right? So my other hand is going to be on my hip. My feet are kind of one in front of the other. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to push myself up to my side plank, right? Just like this. And I'm going to lower back down slowly. And if you need to adjust, adjust. All right, try it again. And up and down. So let me just tell you, for anyone who this might be a little challenging on the wrists or the shoulder, you're going to come here and you're going to do it from here. And everything we do can be done from the elbow, all right? Let's do 2 more. And 2, slipping,
Myself.
and 1, and down. So we're going to take the arm that's on our hip, reach it out. We're going to add a little bit more in. So exhale, come up to your plank, reach that arm over, lift those hips to a little bit of a pike, looking at the floor, and then come back and lower back down. And again, we're doing 3. Up and little pike, look at that hand on the floor, and down. 1 more, and up. And down. All right, we add 1 more in, okay? So this one, we're going to come up, we're going to reach under as our twist, coming back up before coming back down. We're only doing 3. Arm up. We're going to exhale, come up to our plank. We're going to kind of give that little lift, come back, reach under the arm, come back, and do that again. And up. Little pike up, back, reach under, back, and down. We just have 1 more. And up, and pike, and center, and reach, and back. Woo. And up. Those are fun.
It's all the muscles.
It gets everything. All right, you guys, let's turn around. Let's do the other side. I know, right? 1 more side.
Reminds you that this is a whole body.
Yes, whole body workout. All right, hand starts on the hip. So remember, for those of you who feel more comfortable, please come down to your elbow, all right? So from here, we're just gonna do those lifts, that's it. So we're gonna exhale, come up to our plank, find your adjustment, and lower down, and up, and down, and up, and down. We do more of these, sorry to say, we have 3 more. Up. 1 more time, and up, All right, now we're on sets of 3. Arm comes up. So we come up to our plank. We reach over, we pike those hips up just a little. We look at that hand on the floor, and then we come back. And lower down. And up. Hike. And up. And lower. One more. And up. Hike. Up. And lower. You ready?
Ready.
So we're adding our twist, right? So we come up, little pike up, come back to center, reach under, come back, and down, and up. Pike, rotate, center, and down. This arm's weaker. And up, and pike, and rotate, center. Yay! All right, we're going to come to knees. So for any of you who might need a little pad on your knee, roll up your mat or put a pad. So on knees, we're just going to do a little oblique. That's it. So from here, I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to reach it out. Good. And I'm going to take my left arm and bring it behind my head. Other arm is going to come out to the side. So I'm lined up over my left knee, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of think of lifting out of my left side as I bend. And then I'm going to pull my belly in, and I'm going to lift up and back, and I'm just going to kind of reach slightly towards my right foot. Come back to center. And yeah, you have it. Bend up and over. And lift, a little reach, and center, and over, and lift, and reach, and center. One more, over, and lift, and reach, and center. Both hands come behind the head. So just a little to release the pressure in the front of the neck, take the back of the head, and kind of gently press into the hands behind you. Keeping those elbows open, we're going to bend. And lift. Little stretch over. It's the same thing. Center. Bend. And lift. Little stretch over. And center. Bend. Lift. One more time. And bend. Lift. Adding on, right? So we are going to bend, same direction we did in the beginning, but now we're going to twist. Keep that collarbone open. Open those arms. Take those arms back behind the head and twist back to center and lift. Again, over, twist, open, back, center, lift. 2 more. Over, twist, reach, back, center. 1 more. And over, twist, reach, back, center, and lift. We're going to turn right onto 4-point kneeling. All right, so sticking with left leg, right? So the left leg was the one that was directly underneath us before on the knee. We're going to take that left leg and reach it behind you. And then we're going to take that right arm and reach it in front. And we're just going to hold here for a moment and just breathe. Keep picking that belly up and away from the floor. And now we're going to take the elbow and the knee and draw them in as we scoop that belly. Tapping those two together, reaching them back out. And pull in. Scoop. Get that cat back. And scoop. 2 more. And hold, stretch, breathe. Lower both those down. So still sticking with left leg, last one here. All we're gonna do is, again, both hands are gonna stay down. Send that left leg back behind you. We're gonna turn it to external. And as we pull that knee into our shoulder, we're gonna bend and look at it. And then reach it out, coming back to straight. And bend. And straight. Bend. And straight. 3, 2, 1. Take it out. Come back down. Before we go on to the other side, we're going to do one set of push-ups. So we're going to roll forward. We're not on the kneecap. We're kind of in front of it. Hands are slightly internally rotated. Belly is tight. We're in this plank-like position. We're going to open the knee. Oh, open the knees. We're going to open the elbows. And then exhale, press up from the floor. Try to keep your plank. Pull those shoulders down, away from those ears. That's 4. 3 more. 2, 1. Come back into your child's pose and just stretch. And then coming back, we are going to start that again. I'm going to turn away from you so you can see the back. And we're going to now take the left leg out. We're going to bring that right arm behind the head. And then from here, we're going to start with that little bend. So we're going to lift up and out of the waist as we bend over. Exhale, lift up, and just reach towards those toes for that little stretch. And bend, lift, and reach, and bend, lift, and reach. 3 more. Reach. 2. And last one. And come back to center. Same movement, both hands behind the head. So remember here, clasp your hands. Press that head, the back of the head, gently in to the hands. We inhale, exhale. Little bend. Up. Inhale, exhale. Little bend. And inhale. 3 more. Over. 2. 1 more. Now back to center. So we're going to bend the same way. Open up the chest to the floor. Open those arms out. Bring them back. Twist and center. And down. Twist. Open. Back and center. Twist. Keep that collarbone nice and open. 3 more. Twist. Open. Back. Center. Last 2. And last one. And back. We're going to come right to our 4-point unit. So from here, the knee that we were on is the knee we're going to extend. So we're going to extend that leg behind. Reach that opposite arm out in front and hold. Wow, that got me out of breath.
I thought it was just me.
No, it's not just you. All right. Elbow and knee, scoop out the belly, points together, reach it out. And pull it in. And reach it out. This is 3. 3 more. 2. 1. Take it out. Hold. Drop those shoulders. Press away from the floor. And then lower down. All right. Both hands stay on the floor. Again, right leg reaches behind. We're going to bend it to the side, looking back, pulling it towards that opposite shoulder. And reach it out. And in. And in. 3. 2. And 1. Bring it in. Go into our child's pose. And stretch. Deep breath. All right, we're going to come back to our last bit here, which is our push-ups. So we're going to come back into our kneeling position. We're going to roll to the front top of our knees, so not the kneecap itself, coming into plank. Hands now, fingertips are facing straight ahead of you. Instead of the elbows opening out, we're going to pull them in, only about halfway down. Exhale. Bend. Bend. 3. I lied. Sorry. Now it's 3. We're doing 8. Did we do 8 on the other side? We did. Yeah. 2. And 1. Come up, go back to that child's pose and just rest. We're done with the knees, you guys. Done with those knees. All right, we're going to curl up and we are going to grab that roll back. So find your roll, wherever you shoved it off to. And we are going to lay down on our side and we're going to place the top knee on top of the roll. So we're just coming into this position here. Head is comfortable for you. It's more comfortable that you're here. That's fine. For me, I like my head down. All right, so the top part of this is just resting right now. The active muscle is on the bottom leg, it's on the floor. You're gonna flex that foot on the floor. You're gonna reach the heel as it just gently hovers off of that floor. And then we're gonna think about the inner leg. And we're gonna press that inner leg up and down and up and down. Good. Keep reaching through the heel. Try to keep that foot flexed. Let's do 3, 2. We're going to hold it up there. Hold. Lift it a little higher. And now pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Point the toe. So this next segment is done in a pointed toe. We're just going to lift that leg up and hover it off the floor, just about halfway. And we're going to go into little circles. So let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse your circle. Nice pointed toe. Reach long through that leg. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And press that roll forward. And just let yourself kind of stretch. Are you? Oh. And bring it back. And then we're just going to do that on the other side. So turn yourself over. Bring that leg on top. Find your comfortable head. Right? We're going to start with that flexion through the bottom leg, just hovering that leg off the floor. We're just going to think about that inner leg as we're lifting up. So we're lifting up from this inner portion of the leg. Think of having a super heavy stack of books right on the top of that inner leg as we press it to the ceiling. We're reaching through the heel. So let's do 4, 3, 2. We're holding this last one. Hold, lift it a little higher and pulse it up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. All right, going into that pointed toe. Finishing off with our circles. So we're gonna hover that leg about halfway off the floor. I'm gonna go into those circles. And 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse it. Keep lengthening through that leg. Lift, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Press that roll out and just give yourself a nice little stretch. And then come all the way back. And we have one more. You're just going to roll onto your back. You're going to place this roll right underneath you. And then we're going to place our feet on the roll. So just finishing up with our spine again, going into our bridging. We're just going to clearly add hamstrings to this. So we want to think of pressing straight down into the roll. You're going to curl up with the pelvis into your bridge. Hold at the top, take an inhale. Exhale, soften from the shoulders. Keep that roll drawing slightly into the sit bones as we curl all the way down. And then again, and up. Nice bridge. Hold at the top, take an inhale. Connect your heels towards your sit bones. Feel the connection. Curl down, holding that connection. And again, up. Hold, inhale, exhale. We just have one more. And up. Hold at the top, curl down. And pause. Last one. We're going to curl up. We're going to hold the top. So we're going to hold that bridge. We're going to pull the heels in and then press the heels out. So it's heels all the way to the toes. Heels all the way to the toes. One more. Heels all the way to the toes. Curl down. Woo, and rest. Reach those legs over that roll. Let them shake out. Take that right leg to the ceiling. Curl up if you'd like. Grab a hold of it. Just pull it in. We're just doing a stretch. Lower down. Grab that other leg. Pull it in. Just that stretch. And then lower down. And then we are going to roll that roll to our butt. We're going to lift our butt and put it all the way underneath. We're on to feel good stuff. I promise. All right. Legs up, tabletop position. So you want that roll right, so you have the ridge of the pelvis that's up high, just below that. So not on your tailbone, not in your low back, just below it. And then glue those legs together. I like to hang on to the roll. And I'm just going to tip. These are hip tips. And I'm going to roll myself all the way over to the side of my glute. And then I'm going to pull my belly in as I bring those legs back to center. Other side. It's just a hip tip, rocking, right? From side to side. There's a little massage. Up and over. Up and over. I still feel like I'm getting in shape from being gone for 2 months.
You're doing very
Oh
well.
my goodness. I notice it in my breath,
Yeah.
you know, it's like I feel out of breath easier than I used to. So I'm sure that will come back. All right, one more time on each side. And over, up, and over, and up. Good. Lengthen those legs to the ceiling and just pull them in. Feel the stretch kind of through the back. You can even let the knees bend. Totally fine, right? Grab hold of those legs, pull them in a little bit more. So just getting that nice stretch through that back. Bend those knees, bring them to the floor. So we're going to slide that roll out. We're going to take it completely out from under our legs, and we're going to bring it now behind our upper back. So where I like to line this up is I like to line it up right at the base of my shoulder blades. And then I'm going to take my hands behind my head, and I'm going to support my head in this position. So I'm going to let my head feel heavy. Elbows are open. And I'm going to go back to that bridge position. So I'm going to lift my pelvis, not super high. And I'm going to use my legs here. So I'm going to pull my heels towards my sit bones as my knees reach over. I'm going to come to my toes as my head comes all the way to the roll, or my neck at least. Now, I'm going to press with my feet and my legs. I'm going to curl up as I press those legs all the way out. And come back. Pull with those feet, reach those knees, over those toes, and curl up as you press away. And pull in, and press out. And I have to sometimes walk my feet back even a little bit more because it starts to move around. All right, let's do one more. And come all the way back. Come to the very top of your shoulders. Lower that pelvis back down. And then just let yourself take that roll right in the neck, right in the arch of that neck. Hands come alongside. And I like to be able to feel that I can add a little bit of pressure to the base of my skull, just a little. And I keep that as I roll myself from one ear and then all the way back over to the other one. And roll it over and back. Just back and forth, keeping a little pressure at the base of the skull as you do this. Just a couple more. And then come back to center and just nod your head so that your chin comes down. And then lift the chin up as you put a little bit more pressure on that roll behind you. Chin nods down. Chin lifts up. And down. And up. Do 3 more. 2. And 1 more. And come back to neutral. Slide that roll out from underneath you. Just put your head down on the floor. You can straighten your legs or keep them bent, totally up to you. And just take a couple of nice deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, release the tension of your body. Melt kind of into the floor. 1 more breath. Come back to opening your eyes if they were closed. Bring your hands down alongside you. Chin comes up into chest. Push yourself up into your seated position. coming into soles of the feet together. We're just gonna finish this off with one last stretch. So we're just gonna reach for those feet and we're just gonna round our body forward, getting that nice stretch through the back. Let your head relax, let it dive down. One more breath. Wow, perfect timing. And curl up and release. Thank you guys. That was fun.
That was great.
Yeah.